Hey Will, okay, so this is how you solve a Rubik's Cube. So first you need to pick one side to solve. So I'll start on the blue side. That's the side that I'm going to solve first. So what you need to do is you're going to get the blue cross solved first. So to do that, you take the blue pieces in the middle and move them to the green side like this. And so then you have the perimeter of the blue cross on the opposite face from the blue side. And then you line these sides up with the face that they correspond to. So like the orange and blue on the orange side, and then you flip it all the way around so that you have on the blue face. And then you do the same thing with the others. And then you have the blue cross solved, and it matches the face that it should match. Then you solve for the corners, and here's where you start using the algorithms. So let's see, I want to do this blue piece to the orange and the white one. So I move it to where it needs to be, and I do the algorithm. So if with these algorithms, if I say the side, that means clockwise. If I say the side inverse, that means counterclockwise. So for this one, I'm going to do the down face clockwise, then the right face inverse, and then the down inverse, and then the right clockwise. And I'm going to repeat that algorithm twice in this case. And that still didn't do it, so I'm going to do it one more time. And now you can see that the corner is where it needs to be. So the algorithm is, again, I'll do it over here for the blue, yellow, and orange side. So it's right, or it's down, right inverse, down inverse, right. And you can look these up on Google so that you can have them printed out on a piece of paper for you. But that's the algorithm number one. And that's how you solve the corners. So I'm just going to finish these up real quickly. Okay, so once you get the corners solved, you've got the first layer of the Rubik's Cube solved. And all of the faces will match. So you essentially have like a T on all four sides. So then you're going to solve this second layer. And there's algorithms for this. And I don't really remember the algorithm, but you can look it up on Google and you'll know how to do that. So use the algorithm, and that's how you do that. So the algorithm, I think, is going to be up, right, up inverse, right inverse, up inverse, front, up, front. And that's how you solve for the second layer. So again, it's going to be, to go to the left, it's going to be kind of the reverse. So you'll do front inverse, up, left, front, right, up, left, front. And then we're going to do that again over here. So I'll do it this time for the yellow and orange piece to solve for that second layer. So now you can see we've solved the second layer as well of the Rubik's Cube. So now what we need to do is solve for the green cross. So right now we have a green angle. And so what we're going to do is, this is the algorithm: front, right, up, right inverse, up inverse, front inverse. And now we have a green line. So we do that same algorithm one more time: front, right, up, right inverse, up inverse, front inverse. And now we have the green cross. So now we have the faces of the green cross need to be set up right. So what we're going to do is we're going to move the green cross until we have either adjacent faces that match or opposite faces that match. And in this case, we have opposite faces. So we have the white matches and the yellow matches. And now that we're going to do the algorithm right, up, right inverse, 2 up, right, and I messed it up. Sometimes you mess up, but that's okay. You just keep going and fix it back. And, okay, so, yeah, there you go.
So what algorithm did you use?
So that is the algorithm, and I'm going to do it again. So in this case, now I have adjacent sides. So it's right, up, right, 2 up, and then like that. So now I have the matching faces for the green cross. So now what I need to do is get the corners of the green cross lined up right. So what I do is first identify if there is one where they're matching, and in this case there's not. But that's okay. So we do an algorithm. It's going to be left, and then right, and then up, and then left, and then right, front, up, something like that. You can look it up on the internet, but it's that last, second to last one. And so now we have one that matches. So we're going to put that in the...
One matches what?
So it's the green and the yellow and the orange. So this cube is where it needs to be, but it's not in the right orientation. So we're going to flip it around now. That'll be the last thing we do. But we also have to match this thing. The red, white, and green needs to be on the red, white, and green corners. So we're going to make our corners be located where they need to be. So Annie the dog is here for more support. So what we're going to do now is the algorithm again that we just did. And this is moving the corners where we want them to be. And sometimes you'll have to do this a couple times before they line up. And that's what an algorithm is. It's doing the same process over and over until you get the result you want. So now we have all the corners matched up where they need to be. One of these corners actually, rotated itself to the right way. So that's already done for us. And what we're going to do is, this is now the same algorithm that we used to solve the corners in the very beginning. It's the right, down, right inverse, down inverse, or something like that. But again, you can look it up on Google. But it's the RD, RD, or DRDR one. And I'll send you a text with the algorithms. But anyway, so this part's crazy because it's going to look like you're messing up the whole thing, but you're not. You just got to have faith in the plan, and it'll work. So just watch this. So I've got the Rubik's Cube almost solved. Now, the only thing I do is rotate the top once I solve the corner.
Show me solve the corner.
Okay, so I messed it up. But like I said, sometimes that happens and you just gotta keep on trucking and fix it. So I'll just fix it. Sometimes when I'm talking, it is easy for me to get distracted. So let's see. Okay, so now you can see again, I've got the corners. I'm going to do that thing. This time I'm not going to talk so that I can do it right.
Show him after you solve one.
Alexander. All right, so that is how you solve the Rubik's Cube. Cut.